Yo, what up? What up? It's your boy, 6'3" black male. Just sitting here thinking and decided to do a little vlog. I don't know if you guys know what Sherm, wet, dank, buck naked, embalming fluid. I don't know if you guys know anything about that. Wet, wet daddy. Well, I went through a spell where I was smoking Sherm, which lasted about 3 months. Um, Sherm, man, if you never did it, it's crazy. And the reason I quit was because the high was too good. It was like I would get high, then I'd wake up the next morning fully energized and ready for the day and feeling good. And that's scary. That's how addiction happens, sneaks up on you, because you're enjoying it. Okay, but one night, actually, my second, or my first time doing wet, I realized the high will make you hallucinate and also mess with your mind. It'll kind of stretch you out like a rubber band. Okay, the first night I smoked wet, right? I lived in some apartments in front of a park. Me and a couple of guys went out to the park and we hung out and we started smoking these Sherm sticks, right? Wet daddies. While we're sitting there, we decide, hey, let's go to the apartment, man. Hang out in the front of the apartment. We were behind the apartments. So we started walking. We walked about 7 blocks before we realized we didn't know where the hell we were going. We were close to downtown. So we just decided, hey, the hell with it, let's go to this bar. So we head over to the bar, and lo and behold, there's the guy who deals the wet. So I holler at him, buy a couple of sticks. We go, we smoke those behind the club. We go back in the club, and I promise you, I seen myself in the club. Not a mirror, but it's like every fourth dude in the club was me. I seen this. So then I go outside, right? I'm stuck now. I go outside, I sit in the car because I'm just like, boom, done. Ain't nothing I could do. And while I'm sitting there stuck, I can hear everything going on around me. Cats is acting a fool, trying to get with some chicks. Other cats over here acting a fool, just to act a fool. And I'm stuck. No words, no movement. Just in the car. Like this. That wet daddy boy. Well, so we left the club, right? So we get over to my apartment, and my boy's like, hey man, let's go to my homeboy Rat house. Never met this dude, Rat. Never. But I'm like, cool, fuck it. So we go to Rat's house, right? Some apartments. Well, when we get there, Rat's outside sitting on the, I guess you would call it a sign. It was like the name of the apartments, a little cement slab. He was sitting on top of the slab. And he was like, shit, y'all want to smoke one? So he fired up a blunt. We smoking a blunt, already gone up the wet daddy. Um, Dude, man, I'm sitting there high as hell. We fired up another stick of wet while the blunt was going. I'm talking about getting higher and higher. And I'm looking at this dude, Rat, right? And dude's talking, and he reached down and he grabs his knee. And he does like this crazy like twist. And buddy, okay, spoiler alert. I had no idea. I never met this dude. I'd never seen him walk. Never. He was sitting on the wall. I didn't know he had a prosthetic leg, right? But I'm so high that when he does that twist and he pulls the leg out of his jean leg, I'm looking down at my knee like, how the fuck did he do that? And then he he put it over his head, turned the foot, and started scratching his back with the toe of the shoe. I'm amazed. I want to do this. I'm sitting there pulling on my knee. Just, that wet daddy, man, had your mind like, boom. This other time, because I'm thinking about the prosthesis, this other time I'm at the club that we had walked to that night that I was talking about. And me and a couple of partners of mine would fire up a stick outside the club. We high as hell. My boy Jesse, right? He out there, he drunk, He had a problem with this guy. I can't remember the guy's name. I think it was Joe or something. He had a problem with him. So, dude had a prosthetic leg. I didn't know that either. Never met him. He comes out of the club and he looks right at Jesse and he said, "What's up?" Not like, "What's up? What's going on? What you trying to get into? Let's," you know what I mean? Like, "What's up?" Like, how you doing? What's up? But Jesse's mind must have been like out there. Jesse was like, "What do you mean, what's up, bitch?" And Jesse used to wear work gloves in the winter, brown work gloves. He got these gloves. He pull them out of his pocket. He starts putting them on. He puts the right glove on. The whole time he's talking to this dude, calling him all out of his name, walking up on him. Buddy, just hanging there. And Jesse hit him with this hard punch, dude. Like he put his ass in that punch. He hit him and knocked Buddy flat. Now, while he's saying this, or doing this, he's saying, "What do you mean, what's up, bitch?" He just kept saying that. He hit Buddy, knocked him out. Now, I'm on Sherm, right? When Buddy hit the ground, his head hit the ground. And in my mind, he bounced, which I'm sure he didn't. But in my mind, it's like he bounced like 6 feet from where Jesse hit him. And when he bounced, his leg was hanging too far out of his pants. Like one leg was way longer than the other. But it was a prosthesis. So when his buddies picked him up to get him off the ground, put him on the back of a car, try to revive him or whatever, his legs stayed on the ground, and I'm sitting there shermed out like, "Oh, dude, what the fuck? He just knocked this nigga leg off." Yo, in my mind, I believed it. And Sherm, man, if you never did it, don't do it, bruh. I mean, you might not come back from it, because I know some cats who did it, and mentally they ain't right now. I know one guy did it one time and snapped. Another guy did it, but he was smoking blunts dipped with cocaine in the weed. So he was like chasing 3 highs. So he snapped, too. For the most part, the people I know who did it, it's kind of like being a boxer. Like the guys I know that did it over time and quit, you can tell the damage it caused just by having a conversation with them. A lot of the guys, they did a lot of irreversible damage smoking wet. And if you don't know what wet is, If you know the movie Friday, it's the shit, the dip that had Pookie in the chicken coop. That shit don't play, dude. Like I say, if you hadn't done it, don't do it. I'm out.